Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Shop Talk with Brett. Haven't really done any videos for a while, or at least the last ones I did weren't shop related, but this one is. Like I said, I promised you guys I would do this. There are going to be some changes in the lighting out here, namely really quickly. The fluorescent lights above the benches, I'm going to be getting rid of them, and I'm going to go with high bay LED fixtures out there. Is a little bit of a change. Those fixtures are pretty old. Those are probably 30 some years old, and now that one's a little bit newer, but they're going to get changed out anyway. But that's not the point of today's video. Today's video is going to be on this. I briefly showed it in my shop tour video, but I'm going to actually do a little bit more in depth. This video is actually going to be for another fellow YouTube friend of mine, Robert Milhouse. He's been doing a thing on shop lighting here, namely high pressure sodiums, doing comparisons, and I seen that and I thought, well, I'm going to do one on this thing I've got. This is the portable street light that I was talking about that I built probably 40 years ago, or pretty close to it, when I was in college for automotive. With my sight problem, I needed more light, so I built a shop light that I could take from place to place. Let's take a look at it here. A wooden base that I made with caster wheels on it, and there's the lamp head right here. It's a high pressure sodium 50 watt, and I believe this is made by Regent Lighting. Let me see if I can get in close. You can pause this if you need to read this. Information. More than likely it's upside down, but you can do what you need to do, just the way the lamp is mounted on here. 50 watt high pressure sodium. And it is adjustable. It's simply, I believe this is 1-inch conduit, and inside of it is 1/2-inch conduit with a T-fitting right here, and the power for the lights coming through that into this box back here where there's a switch wired. And I use a wood clamp. The height of this can be set. You just would raise up on the light and slide that clamp down and it locks. And I believe it can go up almost 7 feet, the way I've got it set up. Just a word of thought, whenever it's raised up, do not reach in there and press that thing, or that thing will come crashing down on your head. Yeah, you got to use 2 hands. Generally, I leave it set at one height. Angle was adjustable via that bolt, but I've got it set the way I wanted it to. It's actually, for only 50 watts, it's actually pretty bright. Sorry about it being kind of dirty, but this light has been through a lot in the last 40 years. But what we're going to do here in a few seconds is we're going to light this thing up. Underneath on the base, there are 4-inch caster wheels, so it'll move anywhere I need it. And, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in over here, and I'm going to cut the rest of the shop lighting out, and we're going to light this thing up, and we're going to watch it from its warm up to full brightness, and we'll just see how much light it puts out. And granted, it ain't as bright as these, but we shall see. So let me get this thing hooked up, and we'll take a look. Okay, as you see, I've got all the lighting. That stays lit. We've got light coming in the windows. But with that being said, we've got this thing hooked up. I raised the height a little bit so we could look at the bulb. Here we go. Now we'll watch this thing come up to brightness now. Like I said, it's 50 watt, high pressure sodium. And for as long as I've used this, I'm surprised this bulb has still lasted. But it's getting orange there. Now we're going to a nice, pretty orange color. She's a warming up. Kind of a real yellow look right now. Hey, that looks kind of cool. Now, the camera isn't going to do it justice, you know, the shutter speed of the camera and everything. But so far, there's what we got for light output. Yeah, that looks weird. But yeah, she's coming up. We'll let that continue to warm up to full brightness, and we'll see from there. High-pressure sodium bulbs are a member of what they call the high-intensity discharge family of lights, or HIDs. There's 4 that I know of. There's low-pressure sodium, which is more of a yellow, straight yellow light. High-pressure sodiums, which is what this is. Mercury vapor and metal halide. I think the game plan eventually is I may replace the high-pressure sodium head on this and go to a metal halide and or an LED fixture on this. See, we're getting pretty bright now. As you can see, the floor around it, that's pretty bright. I don't even want to look at this light directly because that's pretty bright. She's coming up. We'll let this go a little bit more. She's almost at full brightness now. But as you can see, that's a lot of light. I like the light output, but if you're, I prefer more white light than this, although when I was in school, in college, when I used this, it did serve my purpose, and I even took it with me when I went for my small engine training too, because it was nice. I could wheel it next to a tractor, or I could pull it by a bench and have light over my bench. But you can see now, that is pretty close to full brightness. Now, if I turn this lamp head around, we'll shine it over there to the back wall. Now, it's pointed somewhat down, but you can see that whole area, that's lit up pretty good. Even though I don't really use it much out here as a shop light, sometimes if I have a cookout at night and I prefer to pull the grill out, I'll pull this out and have it next to the grill, and it does good for that. It's a good portable light source, and I actually like this pretty well. Ooh, I just blinded myself. But anyway, you can see she's pretty good. It looks kind of white on camera, but the light is like a orangish, pinkish look. It's pretty bright. And for as long as I've had it, it's done good. Now, we're going to watch it spin down. And there she goes. So there we go. That's my high pressure sodium work light. Robert, I know you wanted to see the video of this, so I kind of made this video for your benefit and anybody else that might have wanted to see it too, that might be interested in shop lighting. I want to remind you folks, please feel to like and subscribe. If you're going to comment, please keep the comments respectable and on topic. Like I've stated before, this is a family channel, and disrespectful and/or trolling will not be tolerated. If you choose to do that, you will be removed. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please check back for future videos this summer, especially when I do the other video on the high bay lighting I'm going to have put in. Most importantly, folks, put your trust in the Lord, and we'll talk on the next video. Shop Talk with Brett signing out. Have a good day.